Test. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 2 2 2. Hey hey. Hey 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 hey. Hey 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 hey. Hey. 2 2 2 1 2. Testing 2 3 4. Testing 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4.
I'm left seeing red on my own. Got a feeling that I'm going under, but I know that I'll make it out alive if I quit calling you my lover and move on. You watch me bleed until I can't breathe. I'm shaking, falling onto my knees, and now that I'm without your kisses, I'll be take this the wrong way. You knew what I was with every step that I ran to you. Oh,
All right, folks, we're going to make a wee start now of the day's events. Before we get kicked into the introductions and following the itinerary for today, just a couple of wee housekeeping rules. First of all, the toilets, for anybody that doesn't know, are out through the double doors at the back of the room, and they're along that corridor. There's a disabled toilet, the female toilets and the male toilets. In the event of a fire, and should the alarm go off, everybody that's in this room at the minute, if you vacate the room through the emergency exit doors here to your left, well, my left, and when you go out the doors, go round to the left and take your right round to the double gates, and that's where we stand. If you're at the front of the building, you go out and over to the front of the leisure centre, and that's where we all meet, the meeting point. All right, so we'll kick off now. I'd like to welcome you all here to Brownlow Resource Centre and the official launch of Xtreme 18, Xtreme FM 18. My name is Emma Devlin, and I'm the team leader here for the Brownlow Area Youth Project. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to the Lord Mayor of Armagh City, Banbridge and Craigavon Council, Darren Cosby. The representatives that are here from DSD, Neighbourhood Renewal, actually don't think they've made it here at the minute, but they're on their way. Also EA Youth Service representatives, John Unsworth, Aidan McCormick and Rushing McConville. We are going to be having a visit from the Education Minister, John O'Dowd, but he hasn't made it here yet either. Must be the traffic out there is delaying everybody. I'd like to welcome as well school representatives. I know there's a couple of teachers and principals and vice principals is here today, so thank you for attending. The parents of the young people, any community representatives, and the young people themselves. So to kick off this morning's programme, I'm just going to give you a wee bit of a background to what exactly Xtreme FM is. There's some people here in the room that know it quite well, but there's other ones that have just kind of turned up thinking, I'm here, my young person has asked me to come along, my child. So basically, Xtreme FM is a youth engagement project which brings young people aged 14 to 19 from throughout the greater Craigavon area together to explore issues relating to them and other young people. The project encourages the development of interpersonal skills that enables young people to participate fully in their community. Specifically, this project provides young people with the opportunity to develop their personal communication, group work and teamwork skills, to develop positive participation among their peers. It encourages the development of self-respect, personal confidence and positive behaviour. And it goes on then to develop their leadership skills and prepares them for future roles as peer educators in other projects. Hopefully those young people that are on the project this year will actually sign up for next year's peer educator programme. In addition to the training, the project actually has a 3-week community radio broadcast offering those taking part the opportunity to have their voices heard and to engage with their peers and the community on a variety of issues, and that's what today is all about. This is a one-of-a-kind project in this area. The young people this year involved and those from previous years speak very highly of it and the positive impact it has had on their lives. And the fact that each year everybody looks forward till Xtreme FM being broadcasted speaks volumes. Each year as well, it goes from strength to strength and gets bigger and bolder, with each batch of young people coming through with different ideas and skills being thrown into the project. This year's Xtremers started their journey in October, and today we get to see and hear the practical skills acquired by those young people when the show goes live at 1 o'clock. So that's just a wee overview of what Xtreme is. I'd like to take this opportunity now when I'm up here to thank a number of people. I'd like to thank the funders. DSD have been one of the main funders over the last few years, so I'd like to thank them for their continued support. I'd like to also thank the EA Youth Service for their continued support with the building and the heat and the full-time worker myself. Also High Street Mall in Portadown and Tesco Craigavon for allowing us to host the road shows tomorrow. So if anybody's about and you see us, don't avoid us, come over and talk. B&L staff, especially Diane, for the training of the young people in the radio production and preparing them for the live show, and also the B&L staff that's about here today, setting up everything. Principals and schools for supporting the project by allowing their students to attend today's event. The PTYL staff members, Eiling and Paddy, Eiling's over there, Paddy's down there, for their role, because I was all new to Xtreme, didn't know what was happening or didn't know the project, their help and their support this year has been invaluable. Our clerical officer, June Kelly, without her help and hard work today, it may not have happened, especially when we were having a wee bit of a meltdown when the radio desk was in Spain for longer than expected, but that's a story in itself. I'll tell you at the break. And lastly then, I'd like to thank the young people for their participation in the project. There's been a few tantrums and huffs along the way, but they were short-lived and the group are now a big happy family with each other working together as a team. Let's just hope that that continues over the next 3 weeks and that I don't end up with a lot of grey hairs. The first group of young people to broadcast live today will be Dean, Bradley and Ryan, and I'd just like to wish them the best of luck. You have prepared, everything will go great, and I'm just so proud of you all. So the best of luck to everybody, and I'm going to hand you over now to Rushing McConville, our area officer.
Thanks very much, Emma. As Emma said, my name is Roisin McConville and I'm the Area Youth Officer with the Education Authority. and I'm delighted to be here today. My job entails sort of administering support and resources to youth services right across Craigavon, Banbridge, and also Cookstown. And also, part of my job, I represent the various bodies. So I sit as a member on the PCSP, which is the Policing and Community Safety Partnership, and I also chair the Youth Engagement Plus Programme, which is the Neighbourhood Renewal DSD programme in which Xtreme gets their funding from. This project application to the Youth Engagement Plus programme is always very strong, and we always see new things being added to ensure that the young people involved have an experience that will enhance their employability, give them an increased self-confidence, and improve their educational attainment. Very often in Craigavon, young people get bad press for being involved in antisocial behaviour, such as underage drinking, drug taking, or just generally causing a nuisance. So we in the youth service have to think about the programmes we organise, and we have to talk to you, the young people, about the programmes we deliver. If we choose not to, then the programmes really just don't work. Testimony to Xtreme FM, this programme is now running 17 years, and this will be the 18th broadcast. The skills that young people involved attain are immense, and those of us fortunate enough to have been around the service since Xtreme first went on air can honestly say that the impact of this programme has in terms of building, again, your self-confidence and self-esteem, helping develop the workforce for both the youth service and media are significant factors why this programme still attracts young people. We in the youth service strongly believe that involvement in youth service programmes can greatly enhance young people's ability to progress and learn in school. We know that the young people of Craigavon, they want to get decent jobs and they want to go on to third level education. So anything we can do to assist in that journey, we will continue to endeavour to do so. But we also know that young people need to have opportunities outside of school to have fun, to be able to socialise with their friends and be in a safe, homely environment. And I have to say, Brownlow Resource Centre is an excellent youth facility that has a truly dedicated, strong, highly trained team of youth workers and volunteers. And I want to wish the team and all you young people who are participating in this year's Xtreme the very best of luck over the next 3 weeks. And 3 words I want to leave you with: enjoy, learn, and never forget. Thank you.
All right, in this part of the schedule now, the itinerary, you'll see that we're going to actually show a short DVD. This was a DVD that was made last year to celebrate all the achievements of Xtreme to date. So we thought it kind of explains best what it is. I know I've given you a brief overview, but we're going to ask Nick Hutchison from B&L to come in. Nick actually was one of the first ever Xtremers, shall we say, and he'll be able to kind of tell you a wee bit about his journey. All right?
Thank you. It was kind of scary to hear Ocean say that this is the 17th broadcast, because when I was, what is it? The 18th, that's worse. Because, yeah, back in 1999 when it first started, and I was about 16, 15, and I didn't want, 2 of my friends, Bradley and Loney, were both on the radio station, and their teacher, Mark Candler from Craigavon Senior High School, had asked them to get involved in this project. And when I heard that they were doing a radio station, I just wanted to do it. But to be really honest, when I heard it was a cross-community thing, I was going to be mixing with people that I didn't overly, like, I had a genuine hatred to because of all the things that were happening with Drumcree and stuff like that. I didn't want to do it. Eventually I said, you know what, I really want to take part in this radio station, and it's been class to see it continue. Last year was potentially the last year of the project, and we decided, let's make a video to showcase how great the project is. When you're listening on the radio, it can be fun and stuff, but the journey the young people go through in the 8-9 weeks to the broadcast is something that lives with people, and they continue to come back and get involved in different capacities or continue to get involved in youth work, or their careers. A lot of them have been shaped by doing things like this. So it's a lot of fun. So here is the video that kind of maps out how it all started.
Well, Xtreme FM had its first broadcast in November, December 1999, but the concept itself started a fair bit before that. Craigavon District Youth Council I used to work with at the time, and we decided we needed a project that would capture the imagination of young people in the Craigavon area. And Northern Ireland then was a very different place. We had just emerged from the conflict. The Good Friday Agreement was really in its very early stages. And at that time there was a need for a project that had a cross-community aspect, but also had a personal development aspect for the young people that would be involved.
It was an idea that came from the Youth Council as it was, so we were a small group of people, young people at the time from the Craigavon area, and we wanted to do something new and innovative to try and regenerate what the Youth Council was, but also to try and, I guess, do something different in the area for young people. So we come up with the idea of running this radio station based in Brownlow. We were going to operate for 3 hours a day, probably at youth club time. It just grew from there. We had came across Kevin Murphy at the time, who was a guy that worked with us and worked on the ideas.
I was contacted by a committee from Brownlow Resource Centre and asked if I would help them set up a community radio station. So I suppose my role was initially training people and then setting up the studio and all the technical bits and pieces, applying for the licence, etc. Xtreme FM is a radio station licensed under a restricted service licence issued by the Radio Authority, and it's a radio station run mainly by young people. Only very few adults are involved, so it's young people who get to take to the airwaves, play their music and have their own chat. I mean, I remember the first night that I arrived down there with maybe 35 young people in a room, and I was full of trepidation because I didn't know how this was going to work. I'd worked on a few radio stations in Belfast. Most of the people who'd been on those stations had actually done some radio previously. So here I was faced with a group of people, 30 young people, who'd maybe never worked desks, worked CD players, on air, talked into microphones. So I was rather concerned. But by the end of that first night, the buzz around Brownlow Resource Centre was fantastic. And I couldn't wait for the next training session to get back down there because the kids were full of enthusiasm. So that was the great thing about Xtreme FM. When we finally went on air, it was just fantastic. It blew my mind how good all the people were. It was fantastic.
Xtreme was always the biggest event of the year whenever I was a youth worker in Craigavon and Brownlow. It was always the thing that you looked forward to doing, and being with the young people, and the young people learned so much, and every year there was something different that you added to it, and then you were working with amazing people. And it was brilliant, and the kids just came in and they were so enthusiastic. Just one of those projects that you had to beat the kids away from the door. There's no big hassle in recruiting young people. You just said Xtreme and they all bounced in. So yeah, it was one of those things that it was almost like it's God's gift to youth work, if you like.
There's the interviews, the young people have an interview, and it's more really to get to know the young people and see why they're passionate about taking part in such a project. Then they do the weekly sessions every Wednesday night for about 3 months, and they do a bit of cross-community training, a bit of broadcast training. There's 2 residentials. The first residential will be more the cross-community residential, and they would have the broadcast where they set up and have a go at the stuff. And when they choose who they're going to do a show with, they get their theme of their show, they do everything else, radio wheels, broadcast training, the whole law about it, and then they go on. And the carrot on the end of the stick as such in youth work is the broadcast for 3 weeks, and you can't get young people out of the centre whenever it's on.
The current format of Xtreme is so dynamic. online there's so much happening. There's Facebook conversations, there's Facebook competitions, there's the chat room scenario, you can text in, you can phone in. There is endless opportunities for being really creative as a show, and it brings a lot more life to the show and a lot more interaction. It's not just about the 30 young people who are involved in that 3-month experience. It connects with other people who in the future we've witnessed so many people who are younger then going, wow, I really want to go and take part in that project.
First of all, there's a whole team, the team aspect of getting 30 young people together and to work together. So there's that aspect, there's the friendship, there's the relationship, there's the relationships that are built up over the course of the training, the away weekends and the actual broadcast itself. There's also this whole business of being able to play their music, being able to demonstrate the music that they like, being able to talk about the subjects that they want to talk about, trying maybe to influence parents or older people's thinking on what should be available for young people in the future. So it's a fantastic platform if used correctly.
Helped me develop my skills in terms of, I suppose, preparing me for going to university and preparing me for working with different young people in terms of different age groups, because I suppose each club I'd worked in was always sort of younger-ish sort of young people. The impact, I think, for anyone that's taken part in Extreme, any young person, it's definitely been a confidence booster.
I found it a lot easier to talk to new people and stuff. I talk quite a lot, but whenever I first meet people, I'd be really quiet and sort of wouldn't know what to say. So even from just starting Extreme, I've opened up a lot more to people. So it's been quite good that way.
Being with Extreme, I have learned that you do need to be a team player and not everything can revolve around you. You have to learn to compromise and make other sacrifices for your group.
Well, it's only 2 days away from the first broadcast, and me and the girl I'm working with are doing the very first broadcast of the launch show, so I'm really nervous about how it goes because I want it to be well in case this is the last Extreme on. I don't want it to be the last Extreme, so I want to make it good so that someone will they'll find money to keep it going for other people.
I always had media as a kind of hobby, and actually I've started my Masters in journalism, probably because of my experience in Extreme and doing radio shows, and I would volunteer for Blast in Belfast and do a show once a week. So even though I'm not involved in Extreme has given me things to get involved with in my personal life.
I've been involved in every broadcast since 1999, as a young person, as a volunteer, with the SALB, as a part-time youth worker, and for many years as just another DJ on the show. More recently, we have been able to work with the SALB at delivering the training for new young people, and those sectarian issues and other issues are still very evident, and I think this project is something so unique and so engaging and has such an impact on young people that it's going to be such a shame to see if it was ever to fade. For me, it was always my baby project, so to speak, that I just loved seeing it grow and wanted it to grow from strength to strength. If I wasn't involved in Extreme from the very start, I really don't know would I be sitting here doing the job that I'm doing now. I'm so genuinely thankful of that opportunity.
I think people get things out of Extreme which you can't really get anywhere else. I went to student radio and did a lot of other things, and very rarely did I meet anybody that had any sort of radio experience, and I was really lucky going to university that I was able to go in there and have the experience of knowing how the desk works, knowing how to put together a show, and when I went to Manchester for uni I was able to fit straight into that my student radio station and build my way up. I eventually became station manager when I was over there, so I kind of felt I wouldn't have done that if I hadn't got the experience to do stuff. It gave you a foundation to work from. I think doing that and then moving on to student radio and then being able to go straight into a place where you get your chance to work at the BBC, and I wouldn't have got that if I wasn't able to go do Extreme. For me, I felt Extreme gives you confidence, the ability to sort of put stuff together. I met a load of people who I'm friends with now, and that really helped me, you know, even when it comes to school or just other things. You know, the ability to sort of go and do stuff, I think, gives you this confidence moving forward that I don't think you really get from anything else. I almost sort of felt when I did those extreme shows, like they were the most honest things that I ever did, because I just wanted to go out and talk about things, and this was the music I liked. You know, I wouldn't say it was the greatest, you know, bit in the world, but I could hear myself improve and sort of go, oh, this is where I want to be. And just the fact that somebody trusted you enough to go, here's 2 hours, you know, play a bit of music, here's a few guidelines, here's the desk, and then it's sort of up to yourself. You don't get that opportunity or that sort of faith in you. It's nice that someone gives you a faith, and then there's, you know, peer educators and all the rest telling you, here, that was great, well done. You know, you saw people who were really shy at the start and not quite sure with people, and then everybody be on everybody else's shows chatting about stuff. I remember I used to spend my weekends, it was like the weekend for a certain time was Extreme on, I would go to the resource centre and everybody would have like a real buzz, and everybody sit in, listen to each other's shows and contribute to it. I felt that it gave me a jump start, and I'm so lucky to be doing anything what I'm doing in my career right now. But I don't think I would have had that without that training ground of Extreme, and I kind of think that it could have all not have happened if it wasn't for that trip to the resource centre to do Extreme FM.
I think Extreme has like changed me in a good way. Like, to me, I think I've gotten more mature since last year. The biggest thing I've learned, probably to accept everybody.
Extreme has meant so much to me over the past 3 years. It's my 3rd year involved in the project, and it just means so much to me. Like, it's the first project that I done, and it led on to so many other projects for like youth council and stuff like that. If you were a funder and I had to tell you one reason why to invest in Extreme, it would just be like so many people have came through Extreme and went on to start their own like businesses through Extreme, and even people who don't start their own businesses, they say it's one of the greatest projects they've done.
Extreme showed me, as a project, it showed me how to speak to other people with the team building exercises and residentials. It showed me how I can go out and I can do whatever I wanted in life.
I think that Extreme FM has changed me confidence-wise. Like, I'm a lot more confident with talking to people and making new friends. It should be kept going because it's a really good experience for people. Like, you get qualifications out of it, and it's good for not even just qualifications, it's good for building people's confidence and stuff because they get to meet so many new people from it, and I just think it's really good.
I think it's changed me a lot because before I even had trouble like talking to people whenever I first met them, and now it's no problem. I'd probably creep them out because I'm that open. The biggest thing I've learned is to actually not worry so much about what people think about you, because you are your own person and you get to put that out there, how people see you.
For me, the key to the success of Extreme FM is the involvement, the active involvement and participation of young people. It's those guys that have brought the project to where it is today, tapping into the potential of young people who often come along with a serious lack of confidence, who maybe don't feel very good about talking in public or sharing their own thoughts on things. By the time they leave Extreme FM, they're full of opinions, they're full of ideas, and they have a real engagement and connection with their community, and in particular obviously then, you know, the Brownlow Area Youth Project that there is there now. So it's those young people that keep feeding back into that cycle. And I mean, Extreme FM now, I can only imagine, must have worked with in excess of 500 young people and given them that high quality experience of, yes, broadcast, but also the confidence, the ability to communicate, and then the links across what would be perceived as maybe the traditional divide in the area, but also just other barriers being challenged as well.
I loved the time that I was involved with Extreme, from the moment it started until the moment that I sort of ducked out because of other commitments. But I think Extreme has gone on to better things since I've moved on.
Because I was there right from the start, from it was just this very small idea, just to see it grow. I think it's probably one of the proudest things that I am involved in, or have been involved in. And I suppose because we had the anniversary a few years ago and I was back with Mark Callender doing our show and reviving that, it reminded me of the energy that comes with Extreme. There is an energy for anybody that's ever been involved in it. For the group that's ready to broadcast and during the broadcast time, there is such that high energy, and I think that's what motivates people, what gives them a confidence and self-esteem, that boost, you know. So, and for me, I definitely got that out of it too.
I'm just so thankful for the SALB for creating this project so long ago, and for the funders, for Neighbourhood Renewal, and everyone who's helped along the way to keep this project going. I think it has helped hundreds and hundreds of young people, and I know that there's so many young people to come that could really benefit from a project like this. And I just really hope that that opportunity is still open for those young people to come.
Xtreme FM for young people is a perfect example of a project that draws them in using methodologies that are innovative and creative and that attracts the young people. And before too long, you know, those young people, whilst they may have got involved in doing some radio broadcast or because they have an interest in music and sharing their thoughts on music, before too long they're dealing with big issues and developing their capacity to really give informed insights into those issues and address some of the big problems that we face in Northern Ireland.
The amount of young people who've come through Xtreme, it's now a brand. You say Xtreme, everybody knows what it is. And it's one of those things where young people, you know, actually come back and they say, it was the best thing I ever done. And, you know, and as a coordinator, as a youth worker, it's the best thing I ever done.
All right, folks. Well, actually, just coming on from that there and following on, when we were putting together the launch of today, we had a conversation around, you know, we're showing the DVD, how do we sell it to people? And there was a couple of the participants actually had volunteered to put themselves forward to say this year, this is their first time doing it, all new to them, and they said, yep, I'd happily come up, tell people what I've got out of it so far. So we have a few people that's going to talk that are new, 3 new people, and then we have Eileen and Patty. Hello there, the assistant youth support workers on the projects. They've actually been past participants as well, so they want to kind of tell you where their journey has come from, just so we can kind of reaffirm what has been shown in the DVD. So we have Jamie Lee Faulkner, Connor Finn, Jamie Lee, Caitlin McGee, Patrick, and Eileen. So if you all want to come up here now, don't be shy.
Hello, my name is Jamie Faulkner. I'm 15 years old and I've been living in the Craigavon area for almost a year since moving from Portrush. I've been attending Brownlow Resource Centre for the past 5 or 6 months, taking part in different projects such as Tabak, Inclusion and Xtreme FM. Over the past few months I have been with my friends, developing new skills which has helped my confidence and self-esteem. Xtreme has been one of the best experiences of my life, meeting a whole bunch of people that I'm happy to call my friends, and we're aligned with the whole Xtreme family. My favourite part of the project so far has to be learning how to use the desk and doing our jingle. One thing I've learned is we all make mistakes, but we grow from them. I would like to thank the funders on behalf of all of us young people here at Xtreme. Also, thank you all for coming, and hopefully you will tune in over the next 3 weeks.
Well, how are you doing? I'm going to keep this fairly short and sweet. Basically, I heard about Xtreme from a couple of friends that have done it. I'm actually not from around this area. I'm come from Armagh to do this because it's such a great opportunity. Basically, this is what I want to do for a job. I study journalism and moving image arts currently in Spats in Armagh, and there's no other sort of opportunity around that area to actually get live experience on air, sort of working on desk, working on music, and Xtremes just get me that opportunity to go through and just gain those skills that are so essential. It's been great the last couple of months. When I came in, didn't really know anybody, but since then I can say that I just get on with everybody now. It's just welcomed in like a new family member. Patty and Eileen, yeah, those guys. And through the residentials, it's helped a lot with team building, socialising, and being able to learn everything that about sort of radio and broadcast, which is invaluable really for the career that I'm looking to go down. But hopefully, first broadcast on Sunday, yeah, a bit nervous, but hopefully it'll all go great, and I'm just really thankful for all the funding and having the opportunity to actually be able to take part in such an important project to me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kate McGee and I'm 15 years old. I go to Lismore Comprehensive School and I enjoy school life. I also have a passion for youth work. My aspiration to become a youth leader has enabled me to get involved in different youth projects. My favourite project so far has been Xtreme FM. My interest in Xtreme has grown over the past few months. I enjoy the atmosphere, the friendships I've gained, and the first class training I've received. The experience of using all the equipment has been great. To be honest, I can picture myself like a radio presenter on Cool FM when I'm in the studio. It was my youth leader Emma who recommended Xtreme to me, and I am glad that she did because it has been a memorable and enjoyable experience for me. It has developed my confidence and my communication skills. Going on the 2 residentials to Shonnockmore and Cologne were exciting, and I participated in team building exercises and trained in how to use the radio equipment. I would highly recommend participating in Xtreme to anyone. I love to do it all over again, and maybe next year I could be a peer educator. I would like to end by thanking all those involved for giving me the opportunity to gain experience in the Xtreme FM radio project. It has been fun so far, and I can't wait to get live on air.
Hello everyone, my name is Paddy Toland and I'm one of the youth support workers involved in facilitating the Xtreme FM programme. I've been asked to share my journey through Xtreme with you this morning. My journey started about 10 years ago. I first became involved as a participant in Xtreme 7 as a young person at the age of 15. Yes, that makes me 25, contrary to the belief of some of the young people that I'm in my 30s. Like many of the Xtreme participants, past and present, I got involved with Xtreme at the time mainly to make new friends and to have something to do. But Xtreme became so much more than that. Being involved with Xtreme gave me the opportunity to have new experiences that I wouldn't have got anywhere else, and to gain qualifications and develop new skills such as how to present a radio show or how to work the equipment. It helped me to increase my social and communication skills, talking and listening to other people. It improved my confidence greatly and gave me the opportunity to talk about and address issues that were important to me. After Xtreme 7 finished, I couldn't wait for Xtreme 8, and when the opportunity came along to become a peer educator on that Xtreme program, I jumped at the chance. Becoming a peer educator gave me the opportunity to impart the learning that I'd got onto other young people, and it was during this time that I realised just how rewarding that role was. I then went from a peer educator on to become one of the support workers, and for a short period last year, the coordinator of the program for an interim period when there was no team leader here in Brownlow. I think it was during my time as a peer educator that I realised, yeah, this is definitely something that I want to do with my time. So I done my OCM program for youth work, and eventually then on to complete my degree in community youth work. So to cut a long story short, this is my 11th broadcast being involved with Xtreme, which in Xtreme circles makes me a bit of an OAP. And I'm still waiting on my Xtreme bus pass. To this year's participants, I can honestly say that Xtreme changed my life. It equipped me with a confidence and some of the skills I needed to shape my future. And without it, and the other programs I've been involved in within Brownlow Area Youth Project, I don't know where I'd be today. So yes, it may be daunting to go on air and to present a radio show over the next few weeks. You have got this. Be proud of what you've achieved and the learning you've gained, and above all, enjoy it.
Just looking to find my speech here because it's buried under a lot of paper. Good afternoon. I'm Eileen and I'm one of the youth support workers for Xtreme FM. I've been asked to give a speech about my journey through Xtreme, and as you can probably tell, I'm great at public speaking, so that's no bother to me. I originally became involved in the project as a participant in Xtreme 12. I've been involved in many other projects previously, but in terms of my own personal development, I would have to put Xtreme at the top of the list. Xtreme gave me the platform to express my own views and opinions, challenge myself and grow as a person, but best of all, it gave me a sense of belonging, something that at the awkward age of 14 was difficult to come across. The thing I love most about this project is how it brings people from all walks of life together, allows them to grow together, and in turn creates a bond that has and will stand the test of time. As well as that, it gives the young people the opportunity to develop practical skills and qualifications that they will carry with them throughout the rest of their life. It is a project that speaks for itself, and I'm sure anyone who has been involved will agree. So, back to me. Of course, after my first broadcast, I was hooked. So when the opportunity arose to become a peer educator, I was first in line, and from that point onwards, I've continued to move up the ranks, as it were, to where I am today. It has had its challenges over the years, this year in particular, when the radio desk took off to Spain to sun itself for longer than anticipated, and we weren't sure if we would have it back in time for the young people to be trained up for broadcast. Even in the midst of our panic, this year's radio presenters, which is now their official title, pulled it out of the bag and have worked extremely hard to make sure they were ready for today's launch. I'm so proud of each and every one of this year's participants, and I hope that you are proud of yourselves and the achievements that you have made over the course of this project. Last big shout out to the peer educators, Oren, Stephanie and Aoife, and Matthew for the 2 weeks that you contributed. Thanks. You've been so committed to the project and supporting the staff and young people. So thank you. Thanks, that's me. But I would like to invite Darren Cosby up here to officially launch Xtreme.
There is an awful amount of paper here, I have to say, and I hope I don't lose my speech notes, which consists of this agenda. But can I firstly just thank you for the invitation to be here. For some of you that don't know, this is actually my second time launching Xtreme, because I had the opportunity to do it in 2012. I don't know if you noticed the Gangnam Style stuff. I was involved in that, I think, front and centre in the Gangnam Style. Unfortunately, I can't do that today because I do have to get back. Some of you may know as well, my background is in youth work, and I have a class to take in Clown Junior High School at 2 o'clock, so I need to get back over there and fulfill my duties and my day job. But it's I can't miss this. One thing I was struck by the DVD, and I'm being serious, did anybody see Eamon Fleming in a tie? Anybody that knows Eamon knows that's not his normal attire either, and I wish he was here. But that struck me definitely. But you don't need me to stand here in front of you and tell you how great of a project this was, because you've heard it from past participants, you've heard it from those involved and the leaders involved, you've heard it from those who are currently involved, and you've heard it from people who've come up through the ranks, and they can articulate how good this project is, much better than I ever could. But I do want to just say a few things about Xtreme. Firstly, happy 18th birthday. It is your 18th birthday, your 18th broadcast. And just something Roisin said is that sometimes, yes, young people do get a bad press, and so that's why I'm delighted to see Clint Aiken here from the Lurgan Mail Portadown Times, because what Clint's going to get is first-hand a very, very positive news story involving young people from the Craigavon area, and I hope, Clint, that you will give it a good coverage, the coverage that it deserves, because it is something to be proud of and something to champion, and certainly I'm glad to be here to support you today. But we have heard words like fun, journey, confidence, self-esteem, encouragement, excitement, being hooked, opportunities, jobs, and all of that are from people who have experienced all of those things. And one thing, whenever you get involved in a youth project, and it happened to me in 2004 when I got involved with Portadown YMCA in a youth project, an international youth exchange. I went through what that journey was going to look like, or how far it was going to go, or how long it was going to last. And ultimately what has happened is I got involved in the project, albeit it was a short-term project period of about a year, and I didn't realise how far I had come whilst I was in that process until I had come out the other side and I looked back to see where I once was. And it's only whenever you come out, and for those that are involved this year, for those who are ready to go and give your first broadcast, when you look back to this time next year, when some of you will be peer educators, and hopefully we'll have a significant return of you, you'll look back and you'll see how huge your journey has been and how different you are compared to where you once were. And that's important. That'll be an important milestone whenever you do it. Somebody did mention mistake, and sometimes we make mistakes. I look at them differently in the sense that I do something that maybe isn't right at a particular time, but whenever I go to do it again, I know to do it differently. So I use that as, it's not a mistake, but it's an opportunity for me to learn to do something differently the next time. And so that's how I like to look at it. So I would ask you, maybe consider that whenever you're going forward. If something doesn't work, then do it differently. and do it differently each time until you get it, till it does work. So it's not a mistake, but a learning opportunity. You see the likes of Nick and the folk there, Bradley, Loney, others who have come up through the programme. Nick run a very successful business. You have university lecturers, you have other people here in your leadership team here, your youth support workers, and that's the opportunities that youth projects like this will bring for you. And I would ask you just to take hold of that and run with it as well. But above all, do sincerely and genuinely have fun. I am glad, and I do just want to pay my thanks to the Neighbourhood Renewal Partnership for supporting this project. I do think it's a very worthy cause. Not one to miss an opportunity as well, and I know he will also know that because I took the opportunity the other day to lobby on a number of issues. That extension hall at Millington Primary School, Minister, is still in the process, and we're looking forward to getting that finished in a couple of years' time. Thank you very much. But also to say, the Minister, and in fairness to the Minister, we may disagree on certain aspects of education, and that's okay, but on youth work I think we agree. And he's been very instrumental in helping me with a project in Portadown, my own constituency. However, I would just like to put on record, Minister, the support that the Council have for this project, and I know your officials within the EA here have, and hopefully your departmental officials, if necessary, can maybe find some budget headings to push it this direction to ensure that the continuation of this project goes on. I know you have about 10 weeks left until PERDA kicks in, so maybe you could do a wee bit of budgetary work before then. That would be greatly appreciated. But sincerely, thank you. I'm not going to detain you any longer because I know we're probably over time and the broadcast is about to start, and Emma's giving me evil eyes here. And just also to say in advance, in 2012 when I was last here, I got a lovely lovely purple hoodie. I'm also getting a nice blue hoodie this time as well. And if anybody wants one, Emma said she was personally going to buy you all one, and she will do that for you. So thank you very much, and it gives me great pleasure in officially launching Xtreme 18.
That darn one there trying to catch me out. I did not, I'm putting it on record, did not say I would pay for them. We're now launching the first round of the radio presenters are in, and they're going to kick off now. While they're doing that there, we're going to be able to hear them and see them as well in the webcam throughout the centre, and there's food now provided for everybody as well. I would like to ask the Xtremers though, don't be running away, or the Mayor or the Minister, because we're going to get photo opportunities in Airing and John and Rushing as well. So if everybody else would like to make their way into the social area, start getting yourself some food. Now please be respectful. There's other people that has to come behind you to get fed, so don't be eating them all. All right, thank you folks.
Xtreme FM. Hey, and welcome to the first broadcast of Xtreme 2016. My name's Bradley, and here with me today we have...
My name's Dean. Hello, folks.
And I am Ryan.
Alright. Can you all hear me alright?
I'll take that as a yes.
Sounds good to me.
Woo! Good times, boys. We're here.
So, Ryan, for me and Dean, this is our first year here at Xtreme, but you were here last year. What all happens?
Yeah, well, I took part in the project last year, and it was absolutely amazing. Like, it all builds up to, like, here. So, yeah, it's kind of worth it. Like, everything, it just all builds up to this here.
Yeah, that sounds good. But, what about this year? The three of us, none of us knew each other.
Yep, well, that's quite true. The three of us sitting here before you had not known each other till we stepped in this building.
That is true. I was just the little kid who decided to walk in and be like, oh, I'm so lonely, and then I met you guys, and now, well, look at us, we're on video.
All it took was a few magic games and, well, goofiness. Lots of goofiness.
Lots and lots of goofiness.
Yeah. But guys, we gotta open up the show. What are we gonna start with?
Oh yeah, let's open up the show with Black Eyed Peas. Let's get it started.
And indeed, we shall get it started. Sorry guys, there was a bit of a technical issue.
Yep, minor issues there.
Whoopsies.
Well, so...
Well, with the delay, let's get it started.
Yeah, kind of a bit off now, but...
Shouldn't we?
Let's get it started in here.
And the bass keeps running, running, and 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 running, running, and...
In this context, there's no disrespect, so when I bust my rhyme, you break your neck. We got 5 minutes for us to disconnect from all intellect and let the rhythm affect. Lose the inhibition, follow your intuition, free your inner soul and break away from tradition. Cause when we be out, girl, it's full of weed out. You wouldn't believe how we wild shit out. Burn it till it's burned out, turn it till it's turned out. Acting up from northwest, east side. Everybody, everybody, let's get into it. Get stoked, get it started, get it started, get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Yeah. Lose control of body and soul. Don't move too fast, people just take it slow. Don't get ahead, just jump into it. Y'all hear about it? The P's will do it. Get started, get stupid. Don't worry about it, people will walk you through it step by step like an infant new kid. Inch by inch with a new solution. Transmit hits with no delusion. The feeling's irresistible and that's how we move in. Everybody, everybody, let's get into it. Get stoked, get started, get started, get started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Yeah.
Running, running, and running, running.
Come on, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, I like it. Let's get it. Yeah, I like it. Let's get it.
Let's get ill, that's the deal at the
Gator will bring the bug dot drill. Just lose your mind, this is the time. You can't stand still, twist and bang your spine. Just bob your head like me, Apple D. Up inside your club or in your Bentley. Get messy, loud and sick. Your mind fast, no more on another head trip. Come them now, do not correct it. Let's get ignorant, let's get hectic. Everybody, everybody, let's get into it. Get stoked, get it started, get it started, get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
And running, running, and running, running, and running, running, and running, running, and running.
And we're back, technical issues aside. But,
well, now we should be, let's get it started, but shouldn't we move over to our co-producers, Jacob and Kiva?
You mean presenters, right?
Presenters, apologies.
Producers is, not quite the right word.
Rather similar.
Over to Jacob and Kiva.
Hello and welcome to Xtreme FM. We're here in the Xtreme Coffee Bar this year with me, Jacob, and my other person here with me, Kiva.
Hello, make some noise, everyone.
Thank you for
we're
that.
We're here with Mr. McCormick from Lismore. How did you find out about Xtreme?
Well, I've seen a lot of publicity over the years now, and a number of students in the past, yourselves included, coming through it. I have to say I've been very impressed at the journey, and also when you see today just the level of confidence that you have been given on the platform you've been given. It's just so lovely to see. It's so rewarding, and it's great to see now you're creating opportunities for other young people to follow down that pathway. So it's great to see that the word's out there, and I know that there's no excuse for not knowing, because apparently instead of having 300 flyers, you got 3,000 flyers. So there's absolutely no excuse for not getting the word out there. I'm absolutely delighted to support it and be here today to see all the good work being done by the young people. And there'll be some of the students here maybe weren't as familiar with the work, so it's lovely today for them to be present to see this here. So really want to wish you all the best for the future and congratulate you for the work done so far.
Thank you. And do you have any song requests today?
Any chance of hearing from the legend that was David Bowie?
We'll get that on now. Thank you.
You remind me of the power of voodoo.
I saw my baby crying more than space could cry. What could I do? My baby's love had gone and left my baby blue. Nobody knew what kind of magic spell to use. What kind of magic spell to use. I saw my baby trying hard as they could try. What could I do? My baby's heart had gone and left my baby blue. Nobody knew what kind of magic spell to use. What kind of magic spell to use. Baby said
Wow, David Bowie, Magic Dance. Talk about that. So we've got it started and we've been magically dancing, so let's talk more about Extreme.
Puns already, Dean.
Oh yeah.
We've been here for like 10 minutes and you've already started with the puns.
Hey, he's a punny guy.
Yeah, just that type of guy.
What have I got myself into?
A whole heap of trouble. And Extreme, it seems.
Yep. That's a fairly apt description.
How did you start up with Extreme, Ryan?
I used to do loads of other youth projects within the centre itself, and I heard about Extreme through them, and I thought it sounded like an amazing thing. So whenever the chance came around to try for it, I put my name in, and I got on. It was brilliant. So this is you guys' first Extreme, so...
Yeah, very first year. Glad to be here too.
You's enjoying it?
I'm absolutely loving it. Being on air, just the buzz, and you know...
Yeah, for the whole 10 minutes of it?
Oh yeah, all 10 minutes. It's great though.
You know, but besides the air, what we got to remember is it's the new people and the experiences we've had. I mean, that's a big thing in all this.
True.
I love this meeting new people. I was rather shy come when we started this, and it's just sort of given me a huge confidence boost and made me feel that little bit more, you know, into wanting to actually communicate with people.
I think we've all been there, but as I said before, a couple of good Magic games solved it.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's a card game. It's a long story. We'll probably explain it at some point in time. But swiftly moving onwards, a big thanks out there to Paddy and Eileen and Emma for getting everything running smoothly, and the B&L guys for setting it all up for us. And to our other Extremers who were just there through the entire thing, giving us a little bit of an assistance and push on. It was nice to meet the lotties.
Oh yeah, Don't Stop Us Now.
Really? More puns?
Yeah, coming on to our next song, Queen, Don't Stop Me Now.
I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive, and the world turning inside out, yeah. Floating around in ecstasy. So don't stop me now. Don't stop me, 'cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. A shooting star leaping through the sky like a tiger, defying the laws of gravity. I'm a racing car passing by like Lady Godiva. I'm gonna go, go, go. There's no stopping me. I'm burning through the sky. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. Don't stop me now. A good time. Don't stop me now. A good time. I don't wanna stop at all. I'm a rocket ship on my way to Mars on a collision course. I am a satellite. I'm out of control. I'm a sex machine ready to reload. Like an atom bomb about to explode. I'm burning through the sky. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I wanna make a supersonic woman of you. supersonic man out of you. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. If you wanna have a good time, just give me a call. Don't stop me now. Good time. Don't stop me now. Good time. I don't wanna stop at all.
And
a beautiful song.
Unbelievable, I love it. And we are sending you over to Jacob and Kiva in the coffee bar. Okay, well apparently we are not, but...
A little bit more technical difficulty there, it seems.
But...
Well. Hello, and we're back from the, well, what song
Studio?
that was played? Yeah, we're back from the studio in the coffee bar, and we have a past extremer with us from last year, which is Stephanie from the group I was also a part of with last year. So Stephanie, how's Extreme been for you this year?
I think it's actually been so different, because the people the people involved are just really different, and it's really great to get to know like a group of people and just the bonding together, like over even the first residential, how close everyone got. It was amazing.
And what's been your favourite part of Extreme this year?
This year, I would have to say the favourite part was actually just getting to know the people involved, and get wee waves from Aoife over there going like, well, no, it's actually been great with the peer mentors and the leaders as well, just getting involved with everyone.
And our next song is Take Me to Church by Hosier.
So let's go over to the studio and let's hear him play that lovely song.
She's the devil of the film, 'cause everybody's disapproval. Should've wished it came sooner. If the heavens ever did speak, she's the last true mouthpiece. Every Sunday's getting more bleak, fresh poison each week. We were born sick, you heard them say it. My church offers no absolutes. She tells me worship in the bedroom. The only heaven I'll be sent to is when I'm alone with you. I was born sick, but I love it. Command me to be well.
that was Hoziers, Take Me to Church. I love that song so much. It was played a significant amount last year.
It is pretty
To say the
popular.
least.
Pretty popular song.
Yeah, it's understandable. It's one of those songs that's just going to keep coming up for the next few years over and over again. But you live with it. You really do.
It could be the worst song.
It could be. That's true.
But as I was saying before the launch, guys, we're finally here. It's happening all around us. Guys out in the coffee bar, we were loving your beautiful singing.
Oh, that was great. We could hear it
all the way down in the studio. So nice and loud if you just want to keep singing along to the song we're playing.
Oh yeah, pick it up. Keep us
more encouragement for us, guys. So what do we have up next, Dean?
Up next we have Ho Hey by the Lumineers.
Hope you are singing along to this.
I've been trying to do it right. I've been living a lonely life. I've been sleeping here instead. I've been sleeping in my bed. Sleeping in my bed. So show me family of the blood that I will bleed. I don't know where I belong. I don't know where I went wrong. I can write a song. I belong to you. You belong to me, my sweetheart. I belong to you. You belong to me, my sweetheart.
And we're back. Technical difficulties aside.
Oh yeah. Again, that was Ho Hey by the Lumineers, and over to the coffee bar. Can you hear us?
Oh, hello, and we're back in the coffee bar with Miss Roisin, who is our local area youth leader.
That's right, yeah.
So, what drew you to Xtreme Project in the first place?
Well, I'm not really part of the Xtreme Project in terms of going on live shows and stuff like that, but I've known about it for a very, very long time. And really, to give you a wee bit about my background, I worked in Brownlow some years back. Because I'm 30 years, Emma, 30 years in this service, and I worked for 14 years in Drumgour Youth Centre. So then I would have been around at that period in 1999 when Xtreme first came on the air. So I know an awful lot about the project. I come here every year and I see all the old familiar faces of the people that have been involved in the project, who have grew up with the project, who are now employed as youth workers here within the Brownlow area. So that's I know it's a good project. I know that it personally develops any young person that gets involved in it. So that's my draw.
Okay,
And have you enjoyed yourself so far today?
Oh, I think today has been great. Do you know, the big thing for me too was the Minister of Education coming along. I think that was really a great endorsement of the project, so I really want to thank him. He's still here too. He must be enjoying the food, as we all are. No, it's been great. It's really good. And do you know what I love about this launch always? It's real informal, and you don't feel uncomfortable, or you don't feel, everybody just wants to be in good form, and it's a great setting, and it's great for the 3 weeks that you're going to be on air. And I would just say to everybody here, it's important too that we just don't forget about it. You know, we go away from here today and say, oh well, happy days, that's that done. You know, that we keep coming back, checking in with you folk and seeing that you're okay. Because 3 weeks is quite a long period of time, and we must give you our support. So you can invite me back if you want this week in the programme. Okay.
Right, so would you be a DJ if you could for part of this program, or just in general on the radio?
Well, I probably would say yes, but everybody in my family home would say no because they don't like my music, and I sing along to songs and I don't know the words of any of them, so probably it wouldn't be the best. I think I should just stay where I am.
And what sort of music would you be playing?
I love Fleetwood Mac. I love going to concerts. I'm going to ELO in April. I think it's April time, and I just love. I love music, I really do. I love country music as well. Not Philomena Begley, but different sort of country music, Anyway.
So at concerts, would you be at the front waving, or would you be at the back just chilling
I'd always
out?
be looking a seat. No, but the last concert I was at, I stood and I danced, and it was great. It was really, really good.
So I think we're going to head back to the studio now to introduce the next song, which is All About the Bass by Megan Trainor.
So we'll go back to the studio now.
Lots of concert talk, and on to the next song, I guess, guys, with All About That Bass by Megan Trainor.
Apparently, according to Dean, is basically the same thing as super bass, because he can't tell Megan Trainor from Nicki Minaj.
Yes, apologies.
Big mistake there, bud.
Yep. Well, this is All About That Bass, Megan Trainor.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, bass. Yeah, it's pretty clear. I ain't no size 2, but I can shake it like I'm supposed to do. 'Cause I got that boom boom that all the boys chase, and all the right junk in all the right places. I see the magazine working out Photoshop. We know that shit ain't real. Come on now, make it stop. If you got beauty, just raise them up. 'Cause every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Yeah, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She says boys like a little more booty to hold the night. And no, I won't be no stick figure silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass. Hey, I'm bringing booty back. Go ahead and tell them skinny bitches that. Now I'm just playing, I know y'all think you're fat, but I'm here to tell you every inch of you is perfect from the bottom to the top. Yeah, my mama, she told me don't worry about your size. She says boys like a little more booty to hold the night. And no, I won't be no stick figure silicone Barbie doll. So if that's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass,
About the Bass by Megan Trainor.
And now we have with us the Minister for Education.
Yep.
Say hello.
Hello, everyone.
So, what's it like being a minister?
It's very enjoyable. There's challenging days, but in general, it's very enjoyable. You get to be able to make decisions around investing in betterment of people's lives, so it's a good job to have.
Sounds pretty good. And you got to spend a lot of time around kind of events like this, doing this sort of stuff?
Not as much as I would like to. Obviously, there's a lot of paperwork and research involved, but I do enjoy getting out and about in youth projects and schools. That's the enjoyable part of the job.
So, what do you think of Xtreme now as it is?
Very good. I recall the very early days of Xtreme. I was a councillor on Craigavon Council, and I was familiar with the work of Xtreme then, but I have to say it has come on leaps and bounds since then.
Well, that's delightful to hear, from what it's become to what it is now. That's pretty... I sort of feel like honoured in a way that I'm actually part of this thing.
Xtreme itself is like, it's different from everything else. It requires a lot of teamwork, and everyone really has a family together as it goes.
Well, see, I think that's probably where the success rests in it, because projects can fall off because people either become bored with them, or there's no team, there's no drive behind them. But when we listened to the presentations earlier before you launched your radio today, you could see that there's an involvement dating back through many, many years of different people who've been involved in Xtreme FM, who are still proud to be able to say my career pathway started in Xtreme FM. I think the most telling testament to your show is that when a number of people stood up and said Xtreme FM changed my life.
Well, right, here's the question, Roy. If you had the chance, would you come in, like us, and do a show every week? Like, say one show every week, if you had the opportunity.
I think people might get firstly fed up listening to my choice of music. I have a very eclectic choices of music. I like easy listening. I like to be able to listen to a wide range of music. I'm not sure everybody would enjoy the same taste as me, though I think it's a great opportunity for young people to be able to involve in this work.
So, if you'd like to tell us what song we have up next.
And this shows how out of date my choice of music is. I've just been told that songs are MCR Sing. Thank you.
So, yeah, enjoy, guys. Hopefully you're singing along to this.
Thank you very much.
What tomorrow brings. Sing it out, girl, you've got to be what tomorrow needs. Every time that they want to count you out, use your voice every single time you open up your mouth. Every time that you lose it, sing it for the world. Sing
that was My Chemical Romance song.
Oh yeah, love that song.
So we are yet again going over to the coffee bar.
And we're back at the coffee bar with peer mentor and past extremer Oren and new to the extreme group and family this year, Jamie Lee. So, Oren, I'll start off with you. Why do you keep coming back to extreme? Do you really love this project?
This project has done a lot for me over the years that I've done. This is my third year doing it this time. And every year there's something different brought to the table every single year. Like, I did it with you last year, and usings were all mental.
True.
They're all mental. I did it with Jimmy Lee and Kiva this year, and usings were not as mental, surprisingly. And you just got a hold of the desk very well, very, very well, considering it took a holiday to Spain.
Lucky desk.
So basically you're saying that there's a new standard for mental that needs to be met.
Well, that returns all the way back to my first year, which was... It was a difficult time. Let's put it that way. It was a crazy time. And Extreme has this pull about it that keeps bringing people back into it. So I don't know how it does it, and I don't know why I keep coming back, but I love this project.
Right, so,
And since it's your first year at Extreme, Jimmy, what have you learnt this year?
Just how to use the desk and stuff. I think Extreme's done really good for me this year.
And what's been your favourite part?
It's made me a whole lot more confident, like talking in front of my peers and stuff.
And you've made more friends and stuff like that?
Yeah.
After a few hiccups.
Um,
But, no, so, Oren, you have been a peer mentor for the past 2 years. What does the job of peer mentor entail?
The job, it's like, it's not really a job. I wouldn't call it a job. It's more like an opportunity, because it allows you to give something back to what you've done. Like, whenever I first started, I was a very awkward kid. I was an awkward kid, not gonna lie. But this project and doing the peer educator for the last 2 years has shone a new light onto what I want to do, and has given me a new way of thinking about it.
And Jamie, do you think you're going to come back next year?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get a peer mentor next year, and Oren can just sit back and listen, you know. So, Oren, do you have any songs or bands that you'd like to play?
A wee bit of Breaking Benjamin wouldn't be mad.
Okay, so we're going to go back to studio now so they can play some Breaking Benjamin for Oren here.
that was Diary of Jane, Breaking Benjamin.
Oh yeah, I love that song so very much.
Yeah, it's a very good song.
It's almost like a diary of rock, paper, scissors in here.
Really,
yeah.
guys, for those of you watching the stream, you will understand that Dean and Bradley have been playing rock, paper, scissors.
And I've been being brutally beaten this entire time.
Best of 64 by now.
Something like that, yeah. 64, 65, and I'm losing. But the coffee bar should be able to hear us sometime around now, shouldn't they, coffee bar?
Yes.
And meeting new people, because there's very few people I actually knew. I got into it by youth council, so meeting new people, and then obviously it builds your confidence very much, and see for like experience through work, it's so good.
Would you recommend Extreme to newcomers?
Absolutely. You get so many opportunities out of it, different projects even after Extreme, and then obviously the opportunities you get through Extreme as well, like how often do you get to be on the radio with your own show, whatever you want to do.
So you have your own show this year with the group, so what's your group about?
To be honest, we haven't really got a genre, or we have so many different tastes in music. Quite a lot of it is chill music though. It's not just but we're just going to try and talk whatever comes into our heads, really. We haven't got anything planned.
And do you think you're going to take part next year?
Absolutely. I'd love to become a peer educator, because I want to do youth work as a job. I want to go to uni and all that. So I think it's a great opportunity for anyone that is looking to go down that path as well.
Yeah, me too.
Do you have any requests for any songs or bands?
Let me think. Bit of Foo Fighters, Pretender.
Okay, so and that's us from the coffee bar. So
Goodbye.
we'll see you. Goodbye. Bye. And we'll be playing with Foo Fighter.
So, thank you for that, guys.
Thanks, coffee bar.
Thank you.
For your full contribution, this is the Foo Fighters, The Pretender.
Oh yeah.
You're